disappears into the rift. We go game 3 underhand at the moment, as we're about to see these two teams go head to head once again. I want to point out, Tuba has said that he's not happy about seeing Walker play Seraphine, as that is the only Seraphine he doesn't like to see. And I completely understand what you mean, Tuba. I hate seeing other people play my champion better and actually win. So, you know, I can absolutely relate to that. But we'll see what happens for Walker here. In this game 3 for Cudders Cuties versus Motorola eSports.
Yeah. Cuba plays Seraphine. Walker's about to pilot Seraphine. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Well said.
But yeah, let's have a look at these runes as we move into games. So we can see Help the Bear's got the Conqueror here. Gonna be, I mean, a little bit of the analysis we gave about the Set Mundo matchup kind of still holds true. We mentioned that when we move to the 15-minute mark, they might put Set up against Mundo. Why bother doing that? You can just have him lane from level 1.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. One thing you don't want to do is eat a cleaver immediately before the lane even begins. I mean, one thing that Sion is able to do in response to the Azir is that he's able to use that E to farm. He's able to use it to poke. You know, so he can at least you know, trade to an extent with Azir. But yeah, it's a good choice to not let that set go up against the Azir, because that would be such a one-sided lane. You know, you would essentially starve a champion out of the game. Unless somehow it ends up running to 40 minutes, which these games haven't done so far. So, yeah, you cannot rely on that as an option.
Is one thing you can rely on. I think the only games we've really had that have been like 40, 45-minute bangers have been in the Winnie Heart bracket and like the Emerald bracket, right? I think if the Sweatlord bracket is anything, it is efficient. Like when a team gets a lead, like we saw in game 2 or in game 1. Cheeky little level 1, level 2 trading there for the top lane. But yeah, like I was saying, you know, if these guys are all Diamond and Master players, when they get a lead, they know how to
they know how to use it.
They know how to use it. They know how to run with it. They know how to close out games. And gonna see who can get a lead here in the early game. Etnabs takes a ton of damage there on the Varus. Yeah, unfortunate there, I think. And Mundo's got the HP lead here.
My goodness.
Is maybe a rough one.
Isn't able to land the true damage of the grit, or the full damage is gonna go down right there. That is gonna be first blood going over to Clisty in the solo kill in this top lane. Something we haven't seen quite yet in this series. So possibly foreshadowing of this series. But, I think, yeah, really nicely done by Clisty there.
Yeah, I was gonna say that we mentioned that the set matchup is favored, and it's kind of rough there. We see on the bot side though, there's good little trade here for the side of Lucian Nami, and their brand is here if the Cuties choose to aggress. They don't quite know.
They have no idea. Walks in through the tri-bush, flashes with the Q, isn't gonna be able to find much else. He did actually EQ, which I didn't even see because it was like one motion, but really nicely done right there from Pathos, forcing a flash from Walker, and also getting a flash as well from Etnav. So the Cudders have no flash on their bot lane, which, yeah, if he comes around, that could be bad news for them.
Yeah, no, shades of game 2 there. How the Cuties played, right? Where they took the Caitlyn flash at about 4 minutes, and this time around, I'd like to see whether or not Brand is able to actually punish it. You know, his team they're going to have the push. He has a lot of damage, so what I'd like to maybe see here is that bot lane get a reset, come back, shove the wave in again, and then go for the Drake.
Yeah.
Brand should have, in theory, finished his full clear by that point, so they could just pass straight into that. It'll have only been up for about 30 seconds. So, and I mean, their clear on that Drake should be significantly faster than the Cuties if the Cuties try to do a move there first. But who knows? I did want to say how I think that the set death is actually really bad here for Help the Bear.
Yeah.
I think that he's supposed to have control of this lane, and him giving away that free 300 gold is going to lose a lot of agency for him. he's going to have a really hard time now, I think, being able to actually get on top of and getting a meaningful lead against the Mundo, who already has his first Giants belt. So he's already a third of the way there to the Giga build, you know?
Oh yes, first of 3 is already in his. I don't even want to say in his pocket. It's around his waist at the moment. But yeah, no, I absolutely agree with what you're saying. Help there is it hasn't really helped himself with that. You know, as we've seen somebody already call out, definitely played far too aggressive at the beginning there. Do you hear Scion ult being used actually? Okay, interesting. Mesa using the Scion ult to get to lane.
Yeah.
Decides not to use a TP. I think that's a pretty good choice.
Yeah,
honestly.
the cooldown on the TP is way lower than the cooldown on the
cooldown.
Sorry, yeah, the cooldown on his ultimate way lower than the cooldown on TP. Sorry, my brain is a mess. Honestly, right now I'm kind of cooked. But yeah, no, it's way shorter. It makes sense for him to burn it. We can see, okay, they actually did do what I mentioned. You can see that Fat Cat on a Hat is nearby, but I don't think he's really going to be able to do anything. And oh, okay, big plate hit. Gonna beat a solo kill. Help the bear redeeming himself there. Maybe a little over-aggression from the Mundo.
Yeah.
And that's actually all things coming up Motorola right there, because they get the Drake for free. Fat Cat on a Hat had to just base. There was nothing for him to achieve. And so he leaves. They get Drake for free. They get a kill on top for free. They don't even trade the kill, by the way. He was low, but he doesn't die.
Yep.
And,
oh my goodness. Look at this aggression from Cookie. This is amazing. I mean, yeah. I know you were talking about how Etnav with the Varus will be able to you know, absolutely poke them out of the lane, especially being able to poke out the Nami and all that. But the one thing I definitely remember from my time of playing ADC is that if you're up against a Lucian as an immobile ADC, the one thing you don't want to allow is to use your abilities, to use your cooldowns, which essentially give him agency to dash in your face and you know, completely ruin your day. And Cookie's showing exactly that is what's able to happen right now, you know. Currently has a CS lead. Gold lead is negligible. We don't really need to talk about that at the moment. But yeah, the Motorola bot lane they're pretty comfortable at the moment. You know, they've got the lane control, the lane advantage. Yeah. Also have the only vision available in the bot lane. So yeah, all things considered, it's going well for these guys. But the grubs are now on the map. We do see Pathos is setting up as well, you know, trying to establish some kind of control over this pit. That cat is not too far as well. Is hovering on the other side of the fence. 2 grubs going over. Oh my god, all 3?
Yeah,
just like that.
I mean, Brand takes them really quickly. So the thing is, like with the grubs, most of the AP junglers, anyone who does AoE attack, right? So something like a Brand, like an Amumu, they hit all 3 of the grubs at once.
Yeah.
So even though they regain HP when one of them dies, it's still negligible, and they can still kill it really quickly. And I think that's pretty much just what we saw there, to be honest. Just went down before Fat Cat on a Hat could even get involved. Now, as we move towards the 2-minute mark, it's still pretty close in gold. So there's only kind of marginal increases. You got 100 gold apiece. You can see Pathos is significantly ahead of Fat Cat, but it's, well, I say significantly ahead. It's literally 100 gold. It's really not actually that big at all. The main lead looks to be in mid, but even that is still only about 200. So
yeah,
you know, things are pretty tight between these 2 teams right now. So I have to see if that changes as we move towards the next Drake fight in about 2 minutes. What I will say though is with you can see the build right now for the set. It looks like he's probably going for Stride Breaker, which is going to allow him to get on top of the Varus and the Seraphine a lot easier. They both don't have any kind of meaningful escape tools, So if he can get on top of them, they should just die. But who knows? I think with the aggression we saw from him in the early game, he might have a hard time. He might have a hard time. We'll have to see.
Yeah, time will tell. But they definitely have plenty to go. Currently 10 minutes on the clock so far in this game. The RKO coming out of nowhere and immediately gets the kill as well. Really nicely done by Help the Bear, shutting down Mr. Christie for the second time now in this lane. What was a really early blunder due to over-aggression now has been able to close that gap and also take the lead, as he now has 170 gold over Christie, but gets overly confident. Oh, managing to avoid the Skarner ult. So won't get too much punishment for his decisions right there. But wow, what a misplay by Fat Cat right there.
Yeah, the Impale went wide, and unfortunately Help the Bear gets to just walk away for free there. Like, you know, he was caught out. It was a really well played like bait, essentially, just sitting there. No one knew he was even remotely nearby. Could have been clean, and it just unfortunately just goes sideways because he misses the Impale. If he landed it, it was the freest kill of his life. But as it stands, all that time wasted sat in the top lane. He is now about, what, 3 counts behind the Brand. And Brand has finished with Leandries, so his clear speed is only getting faster. And he's going to be a real problem as we move towards the next team fight. You know, we have a Drake. It's currently up. We have Herald in about 3.5 minutes. Seraphine is going to try and secure some vision, but she is isolated, and we can see Sion might be moving towards her on the minimap.
So is Mesa.
Yeah, we got Brand, we got Perfect Form on the Sion coming around. They are going to see them, but not going to be able to actually secure anything there. Maybe a little bit of a cheese bush kind of situation here. Not actually going to manifest anything, so everyone moves away. And Motorola are starting the objective. So one thing I'll say about the Sion here in the mid lane is never mind, let's talk about a fight here. We got some kind of fight going on. Big damage is gonna come out, and this is
still
really
alive.
close.
Oh my god, doesn't manage to find the smite though. Is gonna go over to the Cudders Cuties. Flash Q missed by Mesa right there, but they are gonna be able to find Etnav in jungle. Is gonna go down though, as that is going to be a kill picked up for North Stream. A 1-for-1, actually no, 2-for-1, apologies, with also the Dragon going over to the Cudders. That is the worst thing that could possibly happen to Motorola.
Yeah, so I think they had a lot of priority there, but unfortunately their team members were scattered. Like, Secluded Pathos had already started the Drake, but his mid laner was too busy trying to get priority in mid, and so he gets to the fight late, and he's coming from the top side, while his bot lane are coming from the bot side. And so even though they have equal numbers, it's technically 3 versus 4 and 1 versus 4, because Sion is not quite there to this. And yeah, I think it is rough times there, and we can see they're going to try and make a consolation kill onto Mundo, but Mundo just popped Ghost and ult, and he's gone. He is out of there.
Oh my goodness.
Now what do you do? You saw how much damage the Meat Cleaver just dealt to Brand. Brand is, if he doesn't get to just throw the abilities at people and watch them die, he has a really hard time. You know, he's not a champion with any kind of mobility. He's not a champion that can kind of maneuver around people effectively. He just shoots out his abilities and prays that it works out, right? If he can lock someone down with the Q, he's got some kind of maybe play here.
Oh, flash auto as well to secure it. Wow, Help the Bear is really performing in this top lane. Very nicely done. I was actually gonna throw a question at you. Would you say that for Pathos, if he's not able to melt his opponent, he just burns the Tinder? Yeah.
In response to that, we will show up the gold graph, because, you know, that's an important thing we should probably be looking at.
Hey,
600 gold in the lead right now for Motorola eSports. A negligible sum, I feel. Meanwhile, in terms of total gold, yeah, North Stream does kind of get a free lane here. Actually played on the bot side. Not much is going to come of it though.
Oh, tidal wave comes out, and so does the Lucian ult. Down goes Etna, but Cookie manages to escape somehow? What on earth? Meanwhile, double kill coming out for Pathos, but he is gonna get reduced to ash as he will go down to Fat Cat. I believe it was Fat Cat that picked up the kill.
Yes.
But yeah.
Yeah, so we may see on a replay, but I believe that Pathos landed his full combo on both players. Etnavs and Walker die to it. Etnavs dies immediately. Walker nearly gets away. He dies to the dot from the Leandries. And yeah, from there it's kind of rough times. Fortunately, they do have Fat Cat is there to catch a kind of a recovery kill, for lack of a better word. Yeah. They get their get back. But it is just the one, so it ends up being a 1 for 2. I don't know if there was a shutdown on the brand, but he's gonna land a good little combo here onto Azir, and unfortunately, Perfect Form's ultimate's gonna whiff, and he's gonna get out. Yeah, he's gonna be safe.
Whew. What a tease. Walks into the queue and then walks out again immediately. Doesn't manage to get hit by that Q, which is, I mean, it's ideal. But yeah, no, it's unfortunate that they weren't able to find a kill there on North Stream. Herald is going to get picked up by Pathos, which is exactly what we expected to happen with this brand jungle. You know, just moving all over the map, picking up all of these objectives that he's able to, you know, to get his flaming hands on. Of course, the one exception being that that dragon, which they did fight for. But every single objective that that the Cudders haven't been quick to, you know, to prepare for. Yeah, Pathos has been on it like a moth to a flame, if you will.
Yeah, no, for sure. And he has got himself a little bit of a gold lead in that jungle right now. Primarily based on the fact that he's got a CS lead and he's been a part of a couple kills. It is how I expect that jungle matchup to go, though. You know, the Scanner is here really to facilitate his team. There is going to be a large onus on North Stream, who's been given a free lane to try and actually carry the team fights. So, you know, he's gotten his Nashor's Tooth. He's gotten NLR in his pocket. I think that might be towards a Rabadon's? No, probably not. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the second item should be on the player on average, but let's not talk about that. Oh, dive.
If Clisty hung about for a fraction of a second longer, he would have died. Wow. But just walks away. Look, he's back at 2k health already. He's like, yeah, you know what? I'll just dial it back a little bit, and I'm back. How's it going? What does Natural's Tooth do these days? Bro, that's a question you're gonna have to ask another time, because Clisty just clapped Bear's cheek and picked up a return kill under his own turret. That is, considering how this lane has been going, wow, that's quite surprising to see. But very nicely done by Clisty right there, showing he's not quite out of the fight quite yet. But the dragon is still the main focus for Motorola eSports. Scoob is being forced to flash and get ulted by the Seraphine with the charm, but managing to throw out the tidal wave. Down goes Pathos, which is not who you want to die in this dragon fight, as that is the smite down. But it seems like Fat Cat will be forced to flash away, won't die just yet. Mesa as well being forced to run away, and Fat Cat will be able to smite that. Well, all four members of the Cudders in that dragon fight will be able to just walk away. Very nicely done.
Yeah, I agree. And now I think a lead is going to be carving out here for the Cuties, who look to be in control. So that team fight we just saw. Oh god, never mind. Look at this. I think Enab is gonna go. Oh, the shielding!
Dude.
Holy!
If he was solo, he would have died. That's actually crazy.
That shielding was insane by Walker.
Wow.
Oh,
Tuba could never.
Tuba could never, yeah, you're 100% right. I think it was the empowered W plus the barrier from the Varus meant that, or what looked like it was going to be a quick kill for Perfect Form ends up being nothing, essentially. Super unfortunate. But what I wanted to say, on that last team fight, I don't know if we can get a replay of it, on the dragon fight, right? Those are the kinds of fights that the Cudders Cuties are going to be looking for if they want to win this game. Varus was completely untouchable. He was literally firing from behind the wall So there's no way Brand can get to him. There's no way Lucian can get to him. There's no way Sion can get to him. Azir was fighting from inside the bush as far away as humanly possible, but fortunately there, Walker just got caught out. Ultimate by Sion's gonna catch Mundo, but I don't know if they can quite finish this kill.
Dude, this is
Mundo
the definition.
Is very chunky.
This is the two mascots for the wet noodle fight. It's literally the two beefiest boys going head to head. Actually, never mind. Here comes Pathos. He says, you know what? I'm here to melt your health bar. And down goes Clisty, as that's going to be a kill for Pathos. I think kind of giving away the fact that they are going to be on his Atacon as well, because well, never mind. It doesn't seem like that the Cudders have any interest in the Atacon at all. But Bear TPing in to try and defend this turret, but is going to pay for it with his life. Doesn't even manage to take somebody down with him. Well, Atacon is going to get taken by Motorola eSports just as they planned. Are going to pay for that with a turret and also a set. I don't know if that was a worthy trade. How do you feel about that?
I think it was okay. So I think Atacon is big. Atacon, if we can have a quick look at levels. Look at levels. Do we have levels there? I don't actually know.
I don't think we do.
We don't have levels.
There are no levels. This is a straight flat plane. This is a 2-dimension.
I mean, gold can kind of, I guess, highlight it, but you know, we do not have levels. But back on point. The Atacon gives a lot of XP, so that's kind of the main reason you get it. Near enough everybody on your team should get either an entire level or close to leveling up. If you are at like 40 or 50% XP, it should pop you over to the next level. So that is super useful, especially for teams that are behind, like Motorola are right now. Also, they really want scrappy fights, and the kind of AoE slow that comes from killing someone when you have the Atacon can be super useful in those kind of fights, right? For someone like Sion, for someone like Set, who needs to keep chasing people who can get kited, a big AoE slow that comes when you kill someone can be super useful, because it can mean it's going to be harder for Varus, it's going to be harder for Seraphine to get away. But we need to see those fights actually start coming to fruition, because right now, I think the further away, like the longer this game goes, the harder it's going to be for Motorola to be able to actually get the ideal fights for themselves. I think that Cookie has not performed amazingly on this Lucian, considering it was a strong lane for them, especially in comparison to the game one. It's been a bit of a trial, right? Like I don't think it's going as well as they would have liked. And I think that Etnavs and Walker are having an okay time right now. We've seen a couple clutch ultimates come out of the Seraphine. One really good team fight for the Varus as well, which was super clean for them. And now we kind of just need to look to the other lanes. And speaking of, we see Nami has to flash immediately there because there's 3 members of the Cuties ready to catch them. Not much else to be said for it though.
Yeah. I mean, these guys are very clearly posturing for Dragon.
Right? Yeah, it's up in 5.
Yeah. Moving about like this, establishing vision, making sure that they cover all of their blind spots. That is exactly what you want to do just before key objective is about to spawn, just as it has now. Hextech Dragon on the Rift. It seems like
coming out.
Yeah, Clisty is gonna be the main focus for this, but the 2-man Seraphine charm comes out. Oh, like 100 HP. Zonya comes out for Pathos, but in goes Bear, trying to get a kill, managing to find the Skarner, which is exactly who you want, but will pay for it with his life. However, the Motorola team are getting melted as well at the same time. Sion and Nami going down as well, while the remaining members of the Cudders are actually still low, and Pathos is still alive. So if they try to take this dragon, he has the option to try and move in. If he doesn't get popped and smite, that is entirely that is 100% an if. Oh, but never mind. It seems like North Stream caught wind of it, was fully aware of where he was, managing to get that kill, stop the possibility of it still happening. And yeah, Hextech Dragon is gonna go over to Cudders. That is sole point for the Cuties.
Yeah, I think that was really clean play by the Azir North Stream, knowing that his damage A wasn't needed for that trade, and B, that if they give the opportunity for Pathos to steal it. Now this is really clean play. I want to mention that Walker landing the two-man ult on Pathos and they nearly killing him.
Yeah.
It was really good by the Cuties, but unfortunately they don't quite finish him. Just gets away on like 100 HP, and then the prolonged fight still kind of goes towards them.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you know, they still get the overall fight here, and now we see they have control of this dragon area.
Oh my goodness, Bear is in there. He found Etnav, managing to get a kill with the true combo of Bear. North Stream as well is going to be able to get a kill onto Cookie, but he's going to pay for it with his life. Mesa trying to escape from Clisty, but my goodness, the skirmish is going all over the place. 3-man impale coming out from Fat Cat, and down will go the Bear. But the Motorola team are still hanging in there as they take down Clisty alongside Fat Cat, and Walker will be the final member to go down here, as that is an ace for the Motorola eSports team, and Baron is surely going to be the focus as Brand is still alive.
Yeah, I mean, that fight I think was completely dictated by the fact that Brand was not there, right?
Yes.
It was a clean engage at first by Help the Bear, but his team weren't quite there to follow up. He's able to one-shot the Varus, which is good, don't get me wrong. Look at how little damage they're dealing to this thing, though. So many people are low. This is really risky right now. Unfortunately, the arrow's going to go wide. Cookie is here to give the extended DPS now, so that's something, but... what are we on now? Like 300-400? No? Oh, they do get it.
Oh,
okay,
yes. Nice. Smited by Pathos secured. You know, take notes for those of you that don't land your smite. But we got a replay of the Baron fight before it played out. Run us through this one.
Yeah, so, I mean, look how split Motorola are, right? Not only are they Giga split, but then the Mundo gets to just jump straight onto Lucian. So all of their carries are actually just completely out of the fight. Sion hyper focuses on trying to kill North Stream. But now, finally, Brand shows up. And once Brand is in the fight, he can do everything he needs to, you know? All of the people that are alive are people that can't really kill him. It's people that they're more HP than they are damage. It's the Skarner, it's the Mundo, it's the Seraphine, right? Azir is already dead. Azir is the major threat for Pathos. And once he is gone, the fight should be free. And as we saw, it kind of was there, you know? They did still lose 2 more members in the fight, I think. But, as long as Pathos is alive, Mundo should not be able to... It's illegal for Mundo to live while Pathos is in the fight. It is illegal for Skarner to live while Pathos is in the fight, you know? They, yeah, they both get very hard countered by this Brand, which is why we saw it get picked so late into the fight. Gonna finish off his Zhonya's here as well, which is gonna be a major item for him. We saw how clutch the Zhonya's came in that Atacom fight.
Yeah.
And now he's going to get to use that on cooldown, as well as, finally, some anti-heal. He's gone for the Grievous Wounds now as a pickup for a 4th item here. I don't know if it's going to be a full Morellonomicon, or if he's just going to sit on the Oblivion Orb. But either way, being able to mitigate some of that healing on Mundo, some of that healing on the Skarner as well, the Seraphine.
Yep.
Going to be big, for sure. Some of the Seraphine ulting, some of the Seraphine healing has been really problematic for them in some of these fights. And so, being able to mitigate some of that, especially with how easy it is for Brand to damage multiple members. Oh, okay.
You gotta pause.
Pause gaming, boys.
Alright.
We love to see it.
None of us were ready for that.
Do we know... Do we know what the reason for the pause is? Is there like technical difficulties or something? Toilet.
No way. Is that actually the reason?
Okay.
Wow. Somebody is like,
Damn.
bro, please. I'm holding. I know dragon spawning, but I'm dying for a shit, bruv.
Yeah, who said League of Deadlock in the chat, bro? Yeah.
I mean, it's true. You don't see this many pauses in League as you do in Deadlock, so he's kind of right.
God, don't even. If you guys want us to run mini LCS Deadlock tournaments, let me know, yeah.
I think that would be kind of interesting.
Oh, I've been informed. Oh, Okay, this pause has been sponsored by brand new 3D model of the Mini LCS Championship. Aaron, do you want to talk about this? Considering I don't want to say anything that you can't back up. So, if you wanna tell the people a little bit about this this fancy dancy, you know.
Well, okay. So this, as you can see, this lovely trophy here, and if you give a minute, I'll get you a nice rotation of it.
It spins.
It spins.
We have one that does spin.
Let's go.
So this was created by a fellow League of Shut Up member, Docky, or aka Glacial Heart. Sorry.
Glacial Heart.
Aka Josh.
Man, like
took him a while though. Took him a while, but he got there in the end. And yeah, so we have this model. This is the trophy that everyone will win. They'll win a certain version of the trophy. It'll be coloured slightly different depending on the bracket, and we will be getting it made. It currently is being made. It's currently at the forge, being forged right now as we speak. That's why we don't physically have it in front of the two casters. But eventually,
maybe for the award ceremony.
Maybe it'll be there. Yeah. We'll see. I have to talk to the Forge Lords. I have to talk to Orn, you know.
Oh, it's true.
But with that, what we'll be able to get, or the winners will be able to get a smaller version of the trophy itself. So, you know, the Mini LCS, it's not just like any other, you know, community league where it's just like, oh yeah, you win. Well done. No. You get something physical, people.
Hell yeah.
Also, that is slightly dependent on where you live. We ain't sending shit to like Kazakhstan in like the middle of fucking nowhere. All right.
Hey, yeah.
Dude, I mean, to be fair, this is, oh my goodness, it spins, guys. Look at that. When have you ever seen
360
the Mini LCS spin? Hey, come on.
Let's get it.
Shout outs to man like Doki, aka Geishu Heart, aka Dreamcast, aka Josh. That's my guy right there. Yeah, I mean we
unironic Geishu Heart is too much for me, man. I can't.
Silver base for silver players.
Oh shit.
So that would be like 90% of the people watching, right?
I'm unfortunate.
Man, like, yeah, shout outs to him, man. This wouldn't have been possible without him. I don't know about you guys, but personally, I think he did a fantastic job on this model. I literally hit him up like, but I don't even know when it was. I think it was start of August, and he managed to cook this one up for us. Looks really good, and really excited to hopefully get it into players' hands. Mahasvara, I see you saying, when will the 3D printed version be available for sale? As of right now,
no.
It's not. We're not planning to sell this, but you know.
Yeah, no, it's not a for sale thing. You gotta earn it.
Yeah,
it's gotta be won. Only the worthy can own this, which means because I keep placing third in events, I'm never gonna get one. But that's all good. I made peace with that, bro. I made peace with that.
Well, I mean, you might get like a sample.
I'll get to hold one.
Yeah, but when I
post it to the person who won,
you won't earn one.
True.
Only I get to keep the true trophy.
Oh, this guy's got he's got the one of one.
Bro, what are you, Trump with the FIFA cup?
Oh my god.
Look,
it's his precious.
Can I keep this?
Day Zero could have it, as he is the host, but should he have it? Because he can't, win any of his own tournaments. I don't know.
Bro.
I don't know.
That's like that now, is it? No, it's still good. I made peace with that. It's fine. I'll win one of these days. When I do, I probably won't even get to keep the trophy. I'll probably send it to someone else on my team because, gotta be generous and all that. Speaking of sending them out, if you live within the UK,
I'm sorry. What is this? What is this?
This is a message.
If you win, can you get the 3D modeled version in software? Reason for asking is because I want to play around with it. Might want to put some bread on it.
No, it's a beard, bro.
Beard. Oh shit! I heard bread. I'm dyslexic.
He was to put it in a sandwich.
Hey, I saw bread, and I was
You
like, "What
heard
the
bread,
fuck?"
did you?
I heard
Crazy.
bread. I heard it. I didn't see it. I heard it.
You heard the bread. The bread called to you. Bro wanted a plastic sandwich.
Vega. Calls to me.
Look. We can get our resident 3D modeler to add a beard and see how it looks. But this is,
But again, you got to earn that, right?
yeah.
Yeah, for real.
And this is mini LCS proprietary models.
Back in game. Get this
We're
shit
back.
off the screen, man. We don't
Let's
need to
get
see
it.
this anymore.
Yeah, let's not look at the trophy. Let's look at who's going to win the trophy.
Exactly.
As we just watched Help the Bear miss that cannon minion. Unlucky, dude. -1.
I do want to say, man like Mahazvara, if you want a chance at winning the trophy so you can fiddle with it, and put whatever accessories you want on it, perhaps consider putting real supports into your team, and then maybe you might get out of you get out the loser side of the bracket.
Yeah, put the hunt on 80 carries.
But yeah, actually
But
make him
as
play
an AD carry.
Varus ADC, but.
The hunt is a super talented player, but yeah, I don't know, man. The support pick was cooking. I don't know if it was good cooking.
Hey, listen, the level of cooking I saw was like when you're playing the tutorial of RuneScape and you burn the shrimp.
Yeah.
That's the type of cooking I saw.
Speaking
But
of burnt, we're about to get a little. Okay, never mind. Flash gonna be burnt by Walker, gonna keep himself safe, and control over this Drake pit is strongly in favor of Motorola right now.
but for how long?
Yeah, I was gonna say committing 4 members to the top side here. He's gonna try a little bit of a fight. That ult gonna come out. It's gonna pop Walker. He's gonna go down immediately. 2 quick kills over Motorola eSports. We're gonna see Etnav's gonna kill Set on the side. But now Zonya's gonna come out, and I think Azir is maybe in danger here. Sion is gonna get killed by Varus, but Varus is gonna go down straight after.
Cookie's dead.
Mundo picks up 2 though. And I think it's gonna be, it's just a wet noodle fight now, and yeah, okay.
Hey,
Alright. That's gonna be Soul, no?
I mean, if Mundo doesn't die to this dragon with the
Nah, he
help
won't,
of
he
Nord
won't.
Stream,
Yeah,
this is it. That is Dragon
Hectic
Soul
Soul.
going over to Cudders. What a series of events! Holy moly, that was really well played by the Cudders team.
Yeah, that fight looked like it was going to be really favored for Motorola, and then it just wasn't. So let's break it down how it goes. So they have control of the pit here. The Q goes wide by the Sion. They have a little bit of split focus here. Sion tries to body block. Set immediately ults in. He's going to catch Walker. Walker goes straight down. They're able to get the second kill here, but now Etnavs is able to deal damage, and now the fight is split. And this 2v3 is actually kind of going in favor of the Cuties,
Yeah.
I think Motorola just split there, like awkwardly when the Zonias happened, all 3 of them passed in different ways, and now instead of it being a 3v2, it was 3 individual QV1s.
Yep.
Like they were able to just meet Cleaver the Nami, she goes down, they run down the Lucian, and then they catch the I believe it was the Brand slide as well, and
Nav whiffed his ult right there. I don't know if you saw. So that's a Varus ult down for this upcoming. Well, you'll probably have it in time for Baron because it's only a minute away. But
yeah, it's a minute away. It's about a third of the cooldown back already. So I'd guess it will be. It might not be up as Baron spawns, but it will be up within about 10 to 15 seconds of Baron having spawned. So you know, if they don't immediately start it, I think there's a very good chance Varus still has the ultimate. So no harm, no foul.
Yeah. One thing I want to throw over to you is the fact that they have the Hextech Soul, and what does that mean for a team like Cudders that are running this draft?
I think it is actually really strong for them because they have an easy way of like we said, their damage is really long range, right?
Yep.
So Azir and Varus, they're happy to poke from miles away. That means they can trigger the Hextech Soul passive very easily, right? Because it's on quite a low cooldown. It does like the little AoE zap, kind of the old static Shiv passive. For those of you who remember.
I remember like it was yesterday.
Yeah, and so it's not hard for them to trigger it, and so they're probably gonna see a fairly decent like spike in their damage. We see Baron is going to be up. Varus ult is back up, but no one is really posturing right now. Motorola have control of the vision around it because they have the grab, and no one is really around here. They're trying to get mid-prio before they do anything, which is a smart move here. Both teams have decent wave clear. Oh, we're gonna see Cookie comes out with the culling and it's gonna land a decent chunk onto Etnavs, but then the redemption's gonna come out, heal him up a little bit.
I didn't like that redemption.
Yeah, it was maybe not an optimal redemption, but you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. And now you see the damage off the multiple members. Look at the slow onto Lucian. Lucian has to flash away.
Mundo's in. Oh my god, that damage, half health immediately popped onto Lucian. Cookie doing his absolute best to survive Christie's cleavers, but we'll find out. Well, never mind, he's dead. So is Mesa and also the bear. 3 members immediately popped. Good use of the charge right there as well from Fat Cat to stop Mesa from beating up the turret. But I mean, interestingly enough, they are not going for the Baron. They're instead opting to run straight down the mid lane.
Yeah, they have a lot of damage, so I think that they believe they can threaten the game right now. Between the Varus and the Azir, who has a lot of attack speed right now and a decent amount of AP, and then, you know, Mundo E is an ability.
Dude, they're just gonna end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They have a wave. Mundo and Skarner can both tank the Nexus turrets. I think this is just game.
Oh, wow.
We see... Oh, okay. Hero play here, or at least the attempt at one. Brand is going to go down, and... Oh, Nami's up. But Nami's not in a position to stop this. Maybe.
Nami 1v5? No, never mind.
Ain't gonna work out, bro.
Holy moly. What a game 3. Going over to the Cudders. That is now 2-1 for the Cuties. Leaving them at tournament point.
Yeah.
Next one
Series
could
point.
be the final game.